What's up, Internet World? We're the News 19 Nerds. I'm Leroy.
I'm Michael.
And we're here to talk about...
Leroy's learning martial arts, I guess. I don't know what... Are you...
Shang-Chi.
Oh.
And the 10 rings.
Or 10 bracelets.
10 rings, sir. Said 10 rings.
I mean, you showed your fingers. His rings was on his arms.
There's still a ring.
Okay.
It's still physically a ring.
Okay, Sonic. That's fine.
Those are rings as well.
Those are rings.
You about to lose all your rings in a second.
Oh, yeah. I love it. Good to be back. It's great to be back. Anyway, yeah, we're talking about it. We're late, to be fair. Y'all know. If y'all come to the channel, y'all know how we do.
You know how we do. If you're new, this is how we do.
Yeah, this is how we do. If you're new, this is how we do. If you're old, you know. Yeah, we're talking about Shang-Chi, Legend 10 Rings. Just overall thoughts, non-spoiler at the top. I enjoyed it.
I really did.
We got to see it at a private theater. It was nice.
First of all, not our money.
Yeah, yeah.
We not balling like that.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a nice experience. I don't know, and I wish we had somebody, a person of Asian descent, to get what this meant to them, because I'm curious what this would have meant to them, like Black Panther meant for me, type thing.
So I'm trying to remember who it was, but I want to say it was maybe CNN, but there wasn't someone who of Asian descent who actually talked about the different characters, cultural significance, the accents.
Mm-hmm.
They talked about Tony Leung, how he spoke, I want to say it was Mandarin with a different type of accent, and they really did appreciate the work that was put into to show reverence
Mm-hmm.
to Asian culture.
Mm-hmm.
So I really want to find it. Now, hopefully, if I can find that article, I can put in the.
As an uneducated person, let me say I enjoyed the movie overall. The big thing that sold me on it when I saw the trailer was I hope the choreography was going to be great, and the choreography was great. I loved all the action. I loved the fight scenes, and I really think the fight scenes told a story. And I like the way that the director didn't pull away in the fight scenes like you might see in something like a Taken, where you see a Liam Neeson fight scene and it has like 65 different cuts because he's old and you just got to cut around different stuff.
Whew, don't get me started on that.
It was nice these long shots to see people do stuff.
Born.
Yeah.
Born is another one of those.
Especially with like the shaky cam stuff and everything. Yeah. Yeah. These scenes were steady. You could see what was going on. The story was good. I would say Marvel, it either has a problem or it has a quick workaround, whatever. There are definitely points where this is a Marvel movie and you're like, oh, here's the Marvelness of it. And I didn't care about it. What?
The way you said it, here's the Marvelness of it.
Yeah, I mean, here's the Marvelness of it. It wasn't great, but it didn't detract from the movie from me. I still enjoyed it.
When we get to spoilers, I want you to tell me where you felt the Marvelness came in.
Sure. So those are my thoughts. Non-spoiler.
I really enjoyed it. I took my wife to see it. I told her nothing about it. She hated that. Because... So my wife wants to know when she watches a movie...
Everything beforehand?
Yeah. I don't know what that's about.
I don't know either.
I'll tell you right now, two of my favorite movies of all time are movies I went into the theater knowing nothing about them, and the experience has stuck with me forever. Heat and Seven.
Okay.
I saw those knowing nothing. I didn't even see the trailer for Heat.
Yeah.
I just saw the cast and was like, I'm in.
It's not the same, but I would say for anybody who hasn't seen it, if you could go into the movie Knives Out not knowing anything, that could be a really good experience.
That's another one too.
Yeah.
I say that because my wife has seen a couple of the MCU movies, and her biggest question was, do I need to have seen anything to get this? And I was like, no, this is not Infinity War Endgame.
Yeah.
You don't need a lead up. This is just one and done for you.
Mm-hmm.
You will enjoy this.
Yeah.
And she was skeptical, and I was like, I'll take you to get sushi afterwards. And she was like, deal. So
that's how we get to going to sushi place.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Plan the whole day around it.
Yeah. All right.
We missed IKEA.
Yeah.
We'll go again.
Uh-huh.
But yeah. And she was like, all right, I'm in.
Mm-hmm. So
we watched it as we were walking to the car. Her exact words were, you were right. I really liked it.
And, hey, say that again. Let me just record.
Yeah. Oh, I just had to take that one.
Yeah.
But it was one of those experiences where I knew going in, I thought I would like it. I was hoping I would like it.
Mm-hmm.
I had a bad taste in my mouth from Black Widow, only because
You did not like Black Widow.
I did not. I thought it was a fine Phase 1 movie.
Sure.
And I thought we are too far in the game for Marvel
To have Phase 1 movies.
not just Phase 1 movies, a pivotal character like Black Widow, who is a founding member of the Avengers, and an actress of Scarlett Johansson's character and quality, to basically they made a movie for her successor.
Sure.
And that's how I felt.
Yeah.
And so I wanted a good Marvel story. I wanted to be entertained. I hadn't been in the movie theaters in a while. So I was like, hey. I went in and I enjoyed it very much.
Side note, they did not show a Spider-Man trailer. And I wish they should have. I feel like a Spider-Man trailer should have been in front of that.
I disagree. I don't want to see any Spider-Man trailers.
I mean, they could have showed them that they had already put out.
Nope. Don't want to see it.
Okay.
Because I want to go into that. Like, I hate that we know.
What we know?
Yes.
Okay.
Because imagine going into that Spider-Man movie and you did not know
Sure.
that.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know, I'm not going to spoil it. For those of you who do, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And you saw that and you were like...
I mean, you need to go back to the 90s, man. We passed that.
I know, but what I'm saying is... And
I get what you're saying, though.
I enjoyed moments in this movie that I did not think I would enjoy. And I will say this. I'm not the biggest Awkwafina fan, but she was okay in this movie. Sometimes she can be a little much, and she was definitely dialed down.
Okay.
I enjoyed her character.
Any particular character stood out to you?
Oh.
Or any characters that you hated?
No one I hated. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I know some people they're not gonna feel me on this. I like the villain more than I like the hero.
That's because it's Tony.
Yeah, like every time he was on screen,
that dude's just like, I gotta watch him because he's.
I was like, I kind of want him to win. I was like, yo.
That's because you're evil anyway, though. Yeah. Okay.
But I will say this: Simu did a very good job. I think as his introduction to the MCU, Shang-Chi is going to be here for a while, and I really enjoyed the movie. I would give this a 4 out of 5 rings.
Okay. Yeah, I'd probably give it the same thing. I'd give it 4 out of 5 dragon armors, dragon weapons. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So with that being said, right now,
spoiler alert.
Here comes the spoiler.
Yeah.
We're going to go into the movie. If you do not want to see the spoilers, go watch the movie, come back. Like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate your support. We thrive off of the comments because that lets us talk to you.
Yeah.
Instead of each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, with that being said, I knew I was right, son. Trevor was back. I told y'all. Go back and watch our... Oh, son. I knew it. Woo!
You done?
No.
Okay. Wow, not DX.
DX, son.
Wow.
I did the Ric Flair and the DX, son.
You did it all. Yeah, wrestling's coming back strong.
I told you. Ooh.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think I ever said he wasn't.
I felt like in your heart you did.
Oh, okay. I felt like I was just like, okay.
I felt your soul.
Okay.
Like in the movie.
Yeah.
When the little monsters.
Uh-huh.
I felt like your soul was saying no.
Okay.
And my soul said yes.
To build on that, not only was he back, he was in the movie for a lot.
Yeah.
Because I definitely thought if he was going to come back, it was going to be a quick cameo, and they were going to move past him. Nah, he stayed through the end of the movie.
He was great too,
and he was good. They didn't overuse him.
No.
They used him just enough. And him and I can't remember the little monster's name, whatever he called it. They were a great little tag team. So you want since we're jumping all over, the part where it got to Marvelness for me was that third act with the CGI battle of Dragon vs. Dragon. Like, I don't really need this.
You know what? I liked it. You know why?
Why?
Because there wasn't a light beam in the sky.
I mean, I guess not. It was just a dragon beam in the sky.
I'll take that.
Okay.
I'll take. You know what? I'll take a dragon fighting a dragon. I will take 2 people riding a dragon fighting another dragon any day over the light beam.
I mean, eventually you did get a light beam when he shot the beam out of the dragon and blew him up.
I felt that was more Dragon Ball.
Okay, cool. I mean, he did have a Kamehameha / Hadouken.
I'm just saying that's what it reminded me of. I was like, did y'all just rip off Dragon Ball in this?
What'd you think of the guy with the razor fist? Yeah, I thought he was all right. One part that I didn't like was I thought it was weird, and maybe it was just the enemy of my enemy is my friend type thing. But when the Ten Rings fought against what's the name of the village?
Talo
or something?
No, Talo.
Okay.
Talo.
The members of that village, they stopped fighting each other and they teamed up. That seemed kind of weird. But I guess at this point, if you're seeing flying dragons, like, yo, we got bigger fish to fry type thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you see a flying monster stealing people's souls,
I guess you're like, yo, we can put this on hold. All right.
I mean, I've teamed up with worse.
Okay. Did you think it was weird that
because remember,
Awkwafina
Razor Fist wasn't on board until he saw his homie get taken out. He was like,
"Oh,
nah, man, we can do this."
Yeah.
He was like, "Come on, let's ride on these fools." And he was like,
Yeah, Michelle, you had to come and save him. Yeah, you're right. Do you think it was weird that Awkwafina learned how to shoot a bow so fast and was proficient with it?
Well, she talks about that. Remember at the end of the movie, she talks about that.
What'd she say?
She said that. She literally said that at the end of the movie. She was like, and I just learned 4 days ago. I was like, yo.
Yeah, but talking about it don't really address it to me. I was like, is it? I was like, I don't know.
I thought it was cool.
Okay. All right.
Girl power.
All right. Cool. I really enjoyed Shang-Chi's sister in the movie. She was a badass.
Do you know her story? Mm-mm. She's never acted before. She sent in tapes, videos of her. Mm-hmm. She didn't even know what she was auditioning for.
Oh, cool.
She sent in videos of her auditioning. She sent it in. She got a call back. And then when she started doing a table read with Simu, that's when she realized she was in a Marvel film.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. She met her husband on the film, son.
Oh, that's cool. Who's her husband?
He's one of the creative designers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude.
She did a great job. And,
I love her.
And I like the idea of her now running the 10 Rings, whether it's going to be good or bad or whatever.
Spoilers.
We already said
spoilers.
I'm just messing with you. What did you say? We already said spoilers. But yeah, I mean, I like her running that now. We'll see if they're going to battle each other. If it leads to like it does in the comics where Shang-Chi takes over 10 Rings or whatever. So, I don't know.
Here's the thing, and so we're getting into like some of the deep waters, and I'll throw this out there and then I'll bring it back. So there's a lot of Easter eggs in this. So if you've seen Black Widow, you know the widows have no master, so to speak. Mm-hmm. And Xialing has taken over the 10 Rings. I don't know if you realize it. There was a woman in the Fight Club who had the Extremis, was one of the Extremis soldiers.
Yeah, I think there were two of them that were fighting or whatever.
There was two of them. Yeah. And so also, some of those women might be widows.
Interesting.
So I'm really excited for the future of whatever the 10 Rings has in store.
Yeah.
But I just enjoyed, and I hate to say this, but I thought Tony Leung, to me, carried that movie almost as much, if not more, than Simu did. I think Simu we loved him as much because of Tony Leung's, and I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I apologize. His character as being a warlord and then stopping being a dad and a husband, and I really enjoy seeing him change and trying to be a better person, but the fact that his past kept coming.
Yeah.
And I was like, when I saw him take his son after he found his wife dead, I cannot imagine the rage he felt.
Sure.
And when he went to that shop and he was like, point him out to me.
Yeah, he wrecked shop. He destroyed. It was cool. And it was interesting to see it in the whole scope of the movie as when you first see that scene in the trailer and seeing everything that led up to it. Yeah,
cool. I really felt for him, and I understood he was a warlord. He was supposedly the bad guy, but I really liked the idea that this woman loved him and really helped him be a better person.
Sure.
And it was through her love that we've got these two people who were able to carry on the mantle or save their village. But I really loved Tony Leung in this movie. And
what did you think of? Sorry, go ahead.
I love him in everything he's done. I've watched stuff just because of him.
Yeah.
2049. one of my favorite movies. Just a love story, but he just oozed charisma. Like, he's that dude that when you're like, yeah, come on, girl, let's go.
Yeah, I don't need you being around him.
I don't need you because I'm
He's
like...
too smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of the special effects overall?
I thought a very good job.
Okay. I thought they were fine.
I really didn't know how they were going to animate the rings.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw they were bracelets, I'm not going to lie, I was a little...
Because normally they are. They're actual rings.
They're
right?
actual rings.
Yeah.
And so when I saw them, I was like, ooh, that's a change. I was like, well, actually. And then as I watched the movie, I was like, especially the fight with the Mandarin and his soon-to-be wife, that fight was just amazing. It was poetic.
Yeah, it was.
And just the way she...
And you could... It was interesting because all of her movements were very open fist or open palm. You know, everything was flowing. His was more aggressive and attacking. Hers was definitely more moving stuff around and switching positions and changing stances, which I thought was very cool.
I'm trying to remember the article, and if I can find it. So basically, the person who was talking about it was the different in martial arts styles was... his was more of a Chinese boxing style, and hers was more of what is it? Was more Tai Chi, and the person who was the article. Now I will find that article. The person was saying, yes, you see a version of Tai Chi, but Tai Chi is actually a martial arts style, and they were saying that. And I hope that I'm getting all this correct. I'm paraphrasing from the article that I read, but the different styles you could tell watching them act on screen, and they exemplified those styles very well.
Yeah. Shout out to Simu for really stepping up to the... I won't necessarily step up because I don't know what he was doing before, but being very physical and active in this, and so many shots where he was actually doing the stunts.
Oh, the bus scene?
Yeah.
I saw so have you seen the breakdown of the special effects on green screen? He actually does that when he jumps from the top of the bus to the side on the mirror, when he comes back in. He actually does that. Cool. It's one fluid movement.
Yeah.
He did a very good job. Yeah,
it was awesome. I'm trying to think anything else that stuck out, anything bad. Nothing really bad for me. I think in terms of an origin movie for MCU, I think it was a good origin movie. I'm excited to see where they go. And the breadcrumbs they dropped of having Wong, having Abomination, and...
Hold on. The Abomination.
Yeah, having the Abomination. And not only having the Abomination, they definitely did like a CGI remake of him, or remodel, because he looks more like the comic book version.
He looks more fish, kind of.
Like he does in the comics,
with
I think.
The fins.
Yeah. But he also seemed to be more intelligent, or at least he was understanding more, because I felt like in Incredible Hulk, maybe he was intelligent, he was just kind of roided out.
Yeah, he's a little mad.
Yeah, he was a little mad.
He needed a hug.
He did. But
he's a little pissed. I mean, in his defense, he did get kicked in the chest by the Hulk. I don't know about you. If I got kicked in the chest and I survive and I'm in traction,
yeah,
I'm gonna be mad at the person who kicked me in my chest.
You should have come for the Hulk. You started it. Hulk didn't come after you.
Sir, he was just doing his job. He was doing what he was told.
He didn't do what he was told. He was told to stand back. Thunderbolt Ross told him to stand back. He said, nah, I got this. You didn't have this.
But that's not his fault. They gave him an experimental drug. We don't know if that just lowered his inhibitions. Maybe taught him not to follow orders. I don't know what that would, but you get kicked in your chest by the Hulk. Which was kind of funny.
It was. Because the way he hit that tree,
remember when he stood up and he was like, and the Hulk was like,
yeah.
I was like, yo.
Yeah.
You survived, sir.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie. You kicked me in my chest and
Okay, great. We're not talking about the Hulk. We're talking about Shang-Chi. There are so many little breadcrumbs. I wonder what Wong and the Abomination are working on. I wonder what Captain Marvel's doing that she had to leave the call. I wonder if that really was something that's going to tie into another movie or it's just a sideline. I don't know.
Well, we know that whatever it is, we're going to find out in Marvels because she comes back.
Right.
So we also know Nick Fury with Ben Mendelsohn is working on something because we saw that at the end of Spider-Man. All of these little breadcrumbs, again, and we've talked about this if you want to go see our press play, they're building to something. We know that we've just gotten the trailer for this show. So we know it looks like they may be building to Young Avengers. we know we have a bunch of a myriad of shows and movies coming up. What I really enjoyed about this was, to me, they handled the origin story better in Shang-Chi. And I like Captain Marvel. I think they did a better job of handling this origin than they did, say what you will, Captain Marvel.
Okay.
Only because this movie did not seem to try to beat me over the head that this is an Asian film. It wasn't like in Captain Marvel, it looked like they were just,
everything was in the 90s.
it's like, girl power, you will understand this is the 90s. Gwen Stefani, you will. It was like they were just kicking you down, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm on board.
Yeah.
Stop hitting me with Gwen Stefani.
Well, don't say that. Gwen Stefani is the best. She
First of all, she don't get a movie fight. I'll die on that hill. I can't watch that fight. I have to mute it.
man,
That sound.
hating on No Doubt.
And I like Captain Marvel. I love Brie Larson.
Mm-hmm.
Go watch The League with Brie Larson as the au pair with Rafi. Bravo.
Mm-hmm.
Or Free Fire with Brie Larson. Perfect. I can't do The Room though. That's a hard movie to watch, man.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I don't
Yeah,
want
it's
to.
a hard movie to watch.
Yeah.
But anyway, it just seemed like in Captain Marvel, they were just hitting you over and over with just 90 references. And they were like, look, we're 90s. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Shang-Chi just was like, we're Asian, we're superheroes, get over it. Mm-hmm. And I enjoyed it.
Sure.
So that's the one thing that I really enjoyed. I would have put this up against Doctor Strange and his origin story, almost pound for pound. I really would. To me, this was
I mean, I would easily, but I don't really feel like Doctor Strange's origin story was all that great, personally.
I do.
Because I feel like, this is just Iron Man again. That's how I felt. I thought it was like, this is Iron Man 0.2 or 2.0.
That's pretty good. I never thought about it like
Yeah.
that. But maybe because I just liked, I just really liked the whole idea of the car crash.
Sure.
And him trying to rebuild himself. I just really liked that whole story.
Okay.
Hated the ancient one, but I did enjoy, because I think Benedict Cumberbatch can do no wrong in my eyes, so.
Maybe not a great American accent, but
I don't do a great American accent. And I'm American.
fair enough. On that, we're going to go. We're going to go on that. Yeah.
You don't disagree?
I didn't. Find us here on YouTube. Also find us, man, I haven't said this in so long. Find us on
We
Twitter.
hadn't done a review in a while.
Well, I just meant like the rigmarole of everything. Find us on
yeah.
Twitter, Instagram. You still doing Facebook stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just posted about HBO Max did a price cut for $7.49 for about 6 months, and that's the ad-free version.
Okay. Facebook as well. I guess we got to put some more stuff up on WOTX.com. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll see. To be continued on that. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to know when we put up stuff. We'll probably put up more stuff.
I want to know from you guys who are out there watching this, guys and gals, what was your favorite part about the movie? What did we miss? Because again, the movie was almost 2 hours. That's
More than
the one,
2 hours.
It didn't feel like it. And that's the thing that I will give them credit for. Their movies are long, but they don't feel long.
Mm-hmm.
This did not. And come at me if you want to. I'm sorry. Justice League was long.
Yeah.
It felt 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
This did not feel 2 hours. I laughed. I didn't cry. Well, I kind of did on the inside when Tony died. I really was rooting for him.
Yeah. One day, maybe the bad guy will win.
Was that Fing Fang Foom? Because that's what there's arguments over. Was that him?
Mm-hmm.
And was the call from the rings to his planet, or what? Where do you think that beacon was going to? That's something I want to know, because there's arguments all over the place. Depending on what you click on, everybody has their opinion.
Cool. Anything else?
That's it.
We out.
Peace.